While there's technically no early voting in Missouri, you can cast your ballot before Election Day through absentee and mail-in. That's causing confusion for a few people. 41 Action News reporter Nick Starling breaks it down for us.
Here inside Union Station is one place Kansas City voters can come and absentee vote in person. It's pretty popular here. But the confusion really comes from those voters who requested absentee by mail or mail-in ballots.
I was going to wait until Election Day, but because of circumstances, I decided to vote early.
Voter energy is high as more than 1,000 people vote absentee in person a day here at the Kansas City Election Board.
Just seems to be easier, so, I just did it this way.
But what isn't easy to understand is the way other people can vote before Election Day.
Confusing to most people because, people don't understand the difference between absentee and mail-ins.
SHAWN KIEFFER is one of the Kansas City Election Board directors and explains if you requested a mail-in ballot, you can't bring it in. You must mail in your ballot through the U.S. Postal Service and must be received by 7 p.m. on Election Day, no later. Plus, you'll need a notary unless you fall into several categories, such as if you're over the age of 65 or confined due to an illness.
People try to actually hand in their mail-in ballots, and that's one thing they can't do. We refuse them at that point. It has to come to us through the mail system.
However, you can bring your mail-in ballot on Election Day to surrender it in order for you to vote in person. If you have an absentee mail-in ballot that was mailed to you, you can mail it back to the election board or drop it off at their office. What's also confusing is the two types of mail-in ballots look alike too.
And that's another thing. It's how you requested the ballot when you first made that request. So when you sent that application in requesting your ballot, if you marked mail-in, then you got a mail-in ballot.
Election officials urge you to mail in your ballot with at least a week before the election. If you still have questions, it never hurts to call your local election office to make sure your vote counts. Reporting in Kansas City, Nick Starling, 41 Action News.